I was originally planning on being allied with Austria and potentially attacking Germany. It didn't end up working out that way, but I very seriously considered the possibility.
Unfortunately, I can't support you in Munich right now.
You don't think you have the wherewithal
Yeah,
to do that?
no.
All right.
You got a chance to take a big bite of Austria-Hungary right now. So if he's trusting you enough, if you can grab Trieste, and then if you support me to grab Greece, we've cut him down to only 3 supply centers.
They're hamstrung. Okay. Seems reasonable. Yes.
All right.
Want to start moving on Austria?
This turn? What are you planning?
I was planning on taking Bohemia.
And the army in Bulgaria is supporting the fleet that is moving from the Aegean Sea to Greece. So that has 2 support on it now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Goodness.
Oh,
Austria.
bye-bye Greece.
In 1902, Austria discovers the price of not gaining allies quickly, as he finds himself invaded by Turkey, Italy, and Germany all at the same time. 3 of his units become dislodged and must retreat, while 2 of his supply centers fall into enemy hands.
Well, all my plans fell apart pretty much. That, I'd been trying to talk up neutrality with Italy and Germany, and they decided they weren't interested in neutrality. Because Turkey and Russia were working together, I could tell I was going to have trouble with Turkey, so that side of it I was sort of expecting, but I was surprised by Italy and Germany's move.
The real game-changing moment, though, involved France.
So if you, say, attack with Picardy and support with Burgundy, then he'd have to use 2 units to defend that.
I've been in talks with Italy about invading Germany, and I kind of decided to move, and I know it was probably way too early.
Early or not, France shocked all of Europe by forcibly wrenching Belgium from German control. This maneuver, attacking an ally when their guard is down, is known in diplomacy parlance as a stab. And the army in Burgundy supports the unit moving from Picardy to Belgium. Whoa. That's everything.
So why don't we resolve that first since we're right there?
I'm totally surprised, because I was pretty sure that we had this 3-way alliance that was pretty much unbreakable. We were all very friendly, and suddenly like, oh, well, there's a traitor in our midst.
I was pretty freaked out when France stabbed Germany, because I really thought I knew where she was coming from, and it's not to say that I trusted her completely or that we had a really firm alliance, but it just wasn't logical at that point in time to stab him, and so the very unpredictability of it really freaked me out, and I thought, there goes the whole game, really. I kind of panicked for a moment.
So let's start the clock. 15 minutes. Spring 03.
I would just like to mention that I had been assured that France would not be moving into Belgium.
Sure,
And
you were.
France, what's up with the English Channel? I thought we were keeping that clear.
Hey, Jess, want to talk?
Hey, Italy, want to talk? Sure. All right.
Russia attempts to capitalize on the broken fellowship by talking to both of the remaining 2 in turn.
And she could very easily just, take anything along here.
Well, I
Well,
do not feel that I'm that weak.
Well, I'm
but
saying, if...
That was pretty funny. I mean, it was obvious where he was coming from, and if I were a less intelligent person, I might have fallen for it. It's pretty clear to me that you're being disingenuous. I mean...
What?
I do not want your help fighting against France, because that brings you way too close to the mother country for my comfort.
I see.
I don't... In fact, I was thinking of an agreement more like I pull out of aggressing against you in your homeland, and you give me Norway.
And I said, well, I don't like that. You're not giving me anything. And she said, well, not so many words. She said, well, I don't have to.
But she tried to be like, well, I'll stop, aggressing against you in St. Petersburg if you let me have Norway.
Okay.
I'm like, well, you can't take St. Petersburg anyway. But I'm very, very, very interested in seeing if there's something that sort of we could jointly do against England at some point.
I will keep that in mind.
In response to this, England chooses to draw her remaining ally in closer.
At this point, you and I might want to talk about stepping up our agreement, because we have a lot of undefended territory on a mutual front. it seemed like it was time. It seemed like the right time to start making firmer alliances. I saw him as sort of the weaker link between the two of us. I thought that he wasn't as strong as me, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because it put him in a position where it would be harder for him to turn on me. So that was a positive.
Can we make an explicit agreement of like, I would be happy to win the game with you.
Okay.
Can we have that be explicit? And
Sure.
I mean, I realize that you might backstab me. I won't backstab you, but I will play a little defensively at the end there.
I don't mind that.
Okay.
But,
Austria, meanwhile, seeks an alliance with Italy a little late, only to be told to go bother Turkey.
But yes, if there are things I can help you do to contain or break Turkey, I'm all for that.
England and Germany start to draw up a plan against Russia, even while France poses a new threat.
I would almost say, yeah, let's bullsh move against France, except I don't have any units down. I mean, all my units are up here.
right, you're committed to the Russians.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go with that.
England buys time by suggesting that France might want to cool it for a while.
But if you do take the English Channel again, Germany and I are going to have to make you a priority.
Yes, I realize
So
that. That's why I
not to
don't
threaten,
want. That's why
but-
I don't want to do that.
Okay, then we'll both keep clear of the channel.
Okay.
Italy now convinces Austria that it's in his best interest to let him help himself to the Austrian Empire's west coast.
You can't hold Trieste. There's no way you can do it.
Okay. What do you suggest I do instead?
Hold Serbia.
Okay.
I'm willing to set my fleet against Turkey.
Okay. I thought with the first couple years of the game, we had negotiated neutrality between the two of us. When he turned around and took Trieste, it felt like a betrayal to me. So I was willing to listen to his suggestions, but then considered him my primary target regardless of what we discussed.
This was the supporting one, and this
No,
was.
that was the attacker.
Oh, but does it disrupt the attack, or?
No, it doesn't disrupt the attack.
Ah.
What do you have?
So you got St. Petersburg.
Oh, that's Sevastopol.
England completes the seaside excursion she started 2 years ago by capturing St. Petersburg, one of Russia's home supply centers.
Have a Britain.
Yep. And it goes in.
Well done.
Wow.
It was
Tense.
tense.
Yeah.
Austria loses another point to Germany while France tenaciously hangs on to Belgium.
Do you want to talk about ways you could get St. Petersburg back cooperating with me, or do you just want to like?
We can certainly talk.
It was terrific to have St. Petersburg. It put me in this really great position of being able to threaten Russia in a way that he knew I could follow up. So it wasn't just an idle threat.
I think I could probably see my way to giving you Norway if you just pull out of St. Petersburg. And so then basically, I will. I mean, if we play diplomacy ever again, you'll see how honest I actually am. But I will stay out of Norway.
Forever, or just on this turn, open it up me?
For at least this year. Like I.
You don't want to just give Vienna back to me, do you? No. I figured I'd put the offer out there, see how it goes.
I appreciate the offer. I'm sorry. What's in that for me?
I'll be your friend.
So I'm not willing to give you Vienna.
Okay.
What I am willing to do is stay out of Budapest while you attack while you work and Italy work on the Turks.
Yes, I'm not.
Well, I appreciate that.
Okay.
While Austria busied himself with ignoring everyone, the brinksmanship in Russia played out.
Army in Norway moves to St. Petersburg. Fleet in Bothnia moves to Sweden. The fleet in St. Petersburg moves to Bothnian Sea. Gulf of Bothnia.
Nicely done on
Yeah,
both our
yeah.
parts.
Worked out.
Always good to see friends.
We're not friends.
That was the correct response.